Hello, folks, and welcome to a live stream. I tried to do it downstairs, and it wouldn't work on my computer downstairs, so I tried it up here. But yeah, we're talking about pretty much women in WWE and um, yeah, like pretty much nothing to me is interesting. I think, such as for what, not really sure. Um, Rumors are either she over a tweet that she put out, and then it's like, oh, she started an OnlyFans, so Vince didn't like that because she wanted to give half of her money or royalty, whatever I guess she earns, or on Twitch or whatever. So I don't know if anybody knows more about that. But people are blowing this out of proportion, such as, oh no, Zelina, she's leaving. Okay, I don't really care. Who cares? Like, she wasn't really anything worth, crying over. I mean, the best she did was really as such. Even her managing, like, was okay. Wasn't all of that like a lot of people hold up. She was one heck of a manager. Yeah, okay. I mean, she has some decent moves in the ring, but overall, could do without her. I mean, the fact that she got two, not even one, but two title opportunities over against Asuka. Like, what? Why? We had it at, what was it? Night of Champions, I believe, or Class of Champions, whatever one. And then, what was it? Monday Night Raw. Like, what? Why? What does she? She's not great in the ring because she botched half of those matches. Some of those matches that I just mentioned. Even when she's in tag team, she's not really that great. She's not really that agile as people claim that she is. Oh, she's underrated. She's just not able to be put in the ring a lot. I can see why. She's not really, not really anything much to. I mean, she's hot, but that's kind of it. And again, her Hurricane Ramas are pretty cool, but pretty much really anybody can do it. So it's not really that. I shouldn't even be really giving her that. That shouldn't even be a pro of hers. Even her on the mic is fine. Her promos are fine. But yeah, I don't really care about the whole, Zelina's gone and the locker room's mad about it. Okay. Vince can care less, I know that much. I'm hurt. And then I hear she was made out of an example if, like, super roster defies Vince or whatever. It's one heck of an example. But yeah, that fiasco, whatever. I don't really care about it. Only talking about it because I sort of like her, but again, she should, like, also have a Naruto hat or cap, whatever. But yeah, Zelina's not that interesting to me in the ring or as a character much. I mean, the fact that, she's gonna dump Andrade and that guy, and then be like, I want a championship match. Like, how do you just demand? How do you just demand one right there in the ring and then hit? It's one thing to, like don't they usually want to build that up? I mean, I wasn't even interested when they started doing that. The segment with her and Austin. just don't get it. But yeah, if Zelina wants to, I guess, when her husband Aleister Black, I don't understand his character either. Like, he's supposed to be Undertaker 2.0 or 0.2, and whatever. I mean, he's overrated as well to me. His look is okay, I guess, but then it's reminiscent of the Undertaker, and I'm not even a big fan of him. But yeah, and then we get, and then there's rumors, like a lot of people, they want Bianca Belair to fight Sasha Banks. Everybody's voting for Bianca and Sasha to go at it in the ring, and I can care less because I don't care about Bianca. I think she's overrated. I think she's a Mortal Kombat reject character, doing the stupid twirls with her hair for no reason, just because she has a long ponytail, and like, why do you have to do your stupid jumping jacks with a freaking, like, are you supposed to be Sindel, but the WWE version? Like, what? And another thing, I don't care that she wants to. Oh, she's the strongest. What they say? The strongest woman in the locker room, or one of the strongest on the roster? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I mean, if it is, then okay. But I mean, I guess cool. But at the same time, it's like, you need to. And then we have the tag team matches with I forget who Natalya was even tagging with. And then, and this past Friday night, we're getting Chelsea. What was it? Chelsea Green? I want to say from NXT, or it was Chelsea something. Apparently, she broke her arm or wrist when she took a bump so she was really in the ring for like really 2 times, because I think she got kicked by Tamina, and then she rolled out the ring. That was the first time, and then she got back in, or she was about to get back in, and then Liv knocked her off the ropes, and then she fell and broke her arm, I guess, or wrist or whatever. So I heard that happened to her during her debut at NXT. So I'm like, wow, this girl, she made out of tinfoil. She's that delicate. I mean, I know it's not her fault, because accidents happen in wrestling. You have to be careful. Man, like, and apparently she was supposed to win the Women's Survivor Series tag match, or not tag, qualifying match for SmackDown. Again, I'm not familiar with her, but really, I wouldn't have minded if same people. We have Lacey. I forget who's all on SmackDown and Raw. I know it's Asuka's on Raw, Mandy's on Raw, Dana Brooks on Raw, Nia, Shayna, Lana. Anyway, there's not that many women on either side of the roster, and it's terrible. There's not that many to choose from in terms of what can we do different with the people that we have. We have Sasha, we have Bayley, but we're going to end that really quick because, and then we have Lacey Evans with Peyton Royce. Why? I mean, the fact that they act like they don't like I guess they don't like each other, but then they work together in the ring, like, pretty good, and then they do this promo thing together. What was it, on Raw or whatever? I forget what that was. I don't even think I watched it. And if I did, I don't remember it. So I guess that's how memorable it was. They gave them a small little promo, and I don't remember what they even said. But yeah, and then so I don't get that. Dana, the fact that Lana, what was it? Lana? I think it was Lana. Now she's on the Raw women's team for Survivor Series. I'm not really a big fan of Lana, let alone Dana Brooke, but I'm not gonna sit here and insult. I'm not gonna say they're horrible in the ring. I'm not gonna say they need to be fired because they're terrible in the ring, because they're not really terrible. But I mean, I like some stuff that Dana does, such as the flips that Bianca Belair does, which whatever. I think Dana does them even better to me. Um, Lana, she's come a long, long way from Rusev, and you know, she's not really that great, but at the same time, I don't. She's just okay. I mean, the fact that she keeps getting put through a table every single week, I think that's ridiculous. I think that's repetitive. Um, I don't get why you keep that's so repetitive. After twice in a row, the first two times. I mean, the first time is like, okay, whatever, we've seen this before, and then the second time is like, okay, moving on. And the third time is like, okay, nah, you need to stop. Vince, what are you doing? I get that. I guess you're mad that Rusev quit or whatever, or he wanted to go to. Where'd he go? Did he go to AEW? I don't keep up with that either. Um, I mean, the first time I watched AEW, I kind of liked it because I thought they were kind of more realistic than WWE, but then I fell out of it at the first because I never really got to visit it again after my first viewing. I liked what I saw with the chairs and acrobatics, Gold Dust, Cody Rhodes. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do any reactions to AEW, or if anybody would like that, maybe, or request that, maybe I'll do reactions to wrestling. I don't know how I'll do that because it might be just me on the screen and not really the whole video of the wrestling, or maybe I'll put that on my Patreon. Cause YouTube acts really funny with a certain amount of clips, I guess, or that you can show or whatever. So I don't know what I'll do with that. Anyway, Alexa Bliss, she gets engaged because I've only known this man for 1 year, and I love him enough to marry him during a pandemic or get engaged to him during a pandemic, and I don't care. I mean, I get, I'm not really a relationship type to expert, I should say, but I don't think really marrying somebody, what, you only known them for a year. A year. At least that's what she said in the caption or whatever. We said hello. It was I forget how she even put it. Like she pretty much, she did say a year. I could have swore she said a year. So, I'm not one to criticize either, because that's what she wants to do, and so I can't really say, oh, why would you do that? You don't even know him only for a year. You don't know him for a year. Like, I mean, that's cool that that she found somebody and ruins my chances of ever, but I thought we would meet someday. I mean, Sasha's taken already. So Alexa would, but then apparently they weren't. they weren't dating during the rumors, and then now they're dating, and then let's get married or get engaged or whatever. Again, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, that's stupid. I mean, that's what she wants to do. So, long as she's happy, I guess. As long as she's happy, and content on that, and the guy wants to treat her good and right, then go for it. Shouldn't matter what I think or anybody really thinks. So, so good for them. Now, in terms of her and Fiend, it's not really getting repetitive for me, but at the same time, it's like, when is she going to get in the freaking ring and wrestle? That's what I really miss mostly. Because how many months pay-per-views has it been since she's been in the ring? Like, what? Hasn't it been like 2 or 3 months since like last? Because she faced Lacey. I believe that was the very last time she was in an active match. Which I think didn't she lose that match? I believe, because she went crazy. She went psycho on the ropes, wouldn't let her go, and then she got counted out. But yeah, I think that was the last time. The whole her doing this stupid funhouse, I don't like the funhouse for Bray Wyatt. I never did. I never understood it. It reminds me so much of like a Pee Wee Herman with WWE style, and I don't like Pee Wee Herman, and I heard stories about him. I don't know if they're true or not, but yeah. And then it also his character, Bray Wyatt's character, also reminds me now of the movie character Split. I forget his name. The character at James McAvoy that plays in that movie. I forget the character's name. I know his alter ego is the Beast, is mainly his strongest personality, but the other personalities, he reminds me of him because he's bald and he's whatever. But I mean, I like the Fiend. He's pretty cool, pretty creepy. His whole deal with Randy Orton, I don't know how that's gonna go, because I'm one of the ones that, when he was champion, it was pretty cool, and then Goldberg comes in, because why, Vince? Why would you book? How old is Goldberg? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but at the same time, why would you do that? In terms of, you're trying to build a horrifying horror, wrestling character, whatever, scary character, and then you put him up against an old man who, I guess, granted, I kind of like Goldberg because I liked him back in the day when he was, I'm not really a big fan of him, but I remember him from the NWO beatdown or whatever that was they did on him. I remember that. And then they sprayed on him, and not like that, and not that kind of spray. And also his feud with Hulk Hogan was pretty cool, I guess. I think, yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that documentary. NWO for life. I forget how you do. But yeah, you take the belt off of Bray Wyatt or the Fiend, whatever. At what was it? Crown Jewel, and then you have him lose to I forget who. I forget who Goldberg even lost to. And then, wasn't it? I think it was Braun Strowman he lost to, because then Braun Strowman becomes champion, And then Roman Reigns comes into the mix. And that was pretty cool, seeing him come back at SummerSlam. That was pretty cool. The match between Fiend and Strowman was pretty good. It was kind of overshadowed the fact that, like, because people were like, "Where's Alexa Bliss? I thought she was gonna have a role in this match." Because it seemed like they were hyping that up a little bit, like she was gonna do something, and then, oh no, it's Roman Reigns gonna come out and spear everybody and say a few lines. I'm the dog around, or whatever he said. You ain't a monster unless I'm here. Like, what? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that line of dialogue. You're not a monster unless I'm here. I don't get it. So he's not. So I don't get that. And now that he's SmackDown champion, you know, and then he's gonna fight Randy at Survivor Series, which I'm looking forward to. But then it's like, I don't really care who wins. I really don't. I just want to see a good match, or a great match between the two, or a great match, or a decent match, or whatever. And where does that leave the Fiend? Because the Fiend, either he's gonna, I guess, face Drew McIntyre, who I'm not really a fan of either. Him and Randy's chemistry in the ring's pretty good, but again, and then Randy wins that title, the Raw title, and then the Fiend's like stalking him, but then also stalking Drew, I guess, or helping him out, I guess. And then we have Alexa and Nikki, which I really don't want to see Nikki anywhere near Alexa, because if you watched my previous Talking Women's Wrestling videos, I rant and not really yell, but I critique a lot of Nikki Cross, because she ruins the match for me in terms of every time she falls or gets hit or is supposed to be knocked out, she has to. I already said this all in other videos. You can go to my other Talking Women's Wrestling, Women of. I don't think I'll number this one. It'll just be, but yeah, the fact that she wants to come around and, you need to choose who you're gonna be friends with, or whatever she said, or it's either me or him. So then Alexa pretty much blows flowers in her face, and she chooses him, Pikachu. Pikachu, I choose you, and she just walks off. But I like Alexa's whole, persona of, I guess, crazy. I guess she's supposed to be possessed, which, okay. And I want to know I would really like to know what her ring attire will be when she finally gets back in the freaking ring. Wrestle. Give her crap for, she gets injured a lot and she's limited and can't really do much. She doesn't really do much to begin with in the ring. I'm not going to say they're wrong. Everybody has a right to me. I think I would agree. In fact, or in some cases, such as she does, sometimes it seems like she's not really part of the match, because she's either on the ground, outside of the ring, or, but, and I know I've seen like a lot of stuff I've seen like a lot of videos talking about, oh, that'd be cool if her and Bray Wyatt took over like the women's roster, and he take over men's roster with the whatever title, I guess Raw title, that she would take over against Asuka or whatever. I do miss her as a champion, but at the same time, the way what they're doing with her right now, I don't think that's really necessary. And again, if and I really don't want her with Nikki Cross because I can't stand Nikki Cross in the ring. I can't stand her because she doesn't she takes me out of her match every time she. It's not even like I know I know the girls like when they're moving around and they have like long hair or whatever and it gets in their way or in their face, but at least they throw it back. At least they put it back. Don't make it look like you know. Oh, I got move my hair out the way so I can see what they're about to do. What Sasha Banks has long hair. Alexa Bliss has long hair. None of them ever fix their hair. Well, like maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Like freaking Nikki Cross. She has to move. She literally moves her. Moves her hair like she straightens her hair every time she moves to do something, or she falls and it's in her way. Instead of going like this or something. I don't know, trying to make it less convincing or more convincing, I guess. She decides to just I'm gonna fix my hair every time or straighten my hair every time something happens or I do something. And then there was this one time when she was in a match. I forget what kind of match it was. I think it was a fatal 4-way. And like she gets slammed off the top rope with somebody else, and she's moving. But then when I forget who it was, but I think it was Lana. I think it was it was for the qualifying match of SmackDown Women's Tag thing, and instead of like actually pretending like to be hurt more, when Lana decides to, I think it was Lana or oh wait, now I'm confused. Now I forget who pinned her. Anyway, whoever slammed her off the top rope, that person goes to pin her, even though she's moving. But then she stops. It's like on a dime. When they go to go pin her, she stops on a dime on the mat, like she's been knocked out the whole time, and then lets them pin her, and then that person wins. And I'm like, wow, she couldn't even. Whatever. Again, I'm not saying I have a problem with her in real life with the actual whoever her real name is. No, I have a problem with her ring abilities and her ring system that she does. But yeah, and so yeah, I'm not looking forward to the whole. Oh, Alexa's like, don't worry, Nikki, you'll be invited to the funhouse or wherever. I really don't want that. And then people's like, well, she's the next sister. She can be Sister Abigail, or she should have been Sister Abigail. I'm like, no, 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 no. And and so Mandy Rose and what was it? I think it's Dana Brooke. They go up against Shayna and Nia because why? Even though you're on the same team. Like, why are you fighting your teammates for a title that won't? I don't even believe they'll be defended. Are they going? I don't think they'll defend their titles at Survivor Series because they're on the Women's Survivor Series team. So I guess they're not going to defend their tag titles, but they'll participate in a team member match, even though they don't like anybody, at all. So I don't get that. I don't think they shouldn't even be on the team really, because again, they're already their own. They already have titles, so really they shouldn't even be on. If they're going to wrestle twice in that one night, I don't know. I mean, I guess they can do that, but to me that's not even really interesting to me. It was the same with Asuka and Sasha and Bayley when they They had Asuka fight Bayley and then Sasha in the same night. I thought that was dumb. Like, you could have gave that spot to anybody else against Bayley, but no, because it's like Sasha was feuding with Asuka, so why is Bayley? And even when she won the opportunity to win or to fight both, go up against Bayley at, what was it, Extreme Rules or SummerSlam? I don't like when they make wrestlers, when you have other talent in the background. You could have gave that spot to Liv Morgan, other people. So yeah, I don't understand that. You could have gave it to Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce. They might have not been great matches, but something different. I think in terms of the same old Asuka fighting whoever, Sasha or Bayley again. Oh, and now we're having a third round with Sasha and Asuka, because why not? Because it was so good the first two times. It was dynamite. And I will say I do like their Extreme Rules match. Their SummerSlam match had some good spots, but it didn't hold a candle to first go around. The third one, I'm a little iffy on, because Sasha always has good to great matches, especially the one with Bayley and Hell in a Cell recently. I thought that was dynamite. Awesome spots. And then she fought Bayley this, what's that, SmackDown? Or last, whatever just passed. I think a week ago. Last Friday. I think. That was a decently good match. Well paced. Good spots, not really botching at all. But yeah, there were cool spots in that match, and I'm not really a big fan of Bayley, but I like her chemistry. Again, I'm not even a fan of. I will tell any wrestling fan. To me, I think their Brooklyn, what was it, Brooklyn Takeover, over Brooklyn, whatever match, Iron Man match. It was okay. To me, it wasn't a foundation of anything to me. At least not to me. I know a lot of people hold that up as, oh, that was the foundation of women's wrestling. It was those two. But then we're also like, no, it was Paige and Emma that started the women's whatever. If anybody knows my channel, they'll know that I am a big AJ Lee fan. So of course my answer in terms of who started the women's evolution or revolution, whatever, was her, because she was the one that actually spoke out against Stephanie and other people. It seemed like they wanted to erase her because, oh, screw you, CM Punk, for suing us or trying to sue us. And then she leaves. That sucks though. I do wonder what it would have been like if she would have stayed, and had we had, NXT talent come up and she's still champion, and Sasha, Charlotte, and Bayley, Becky comes up, and then Alexa Bliss. I would have loved a match with Alexa Bliss and AJ Lee, let alone Sasha and AJ, or a triple threat match with Sasha. Oh, hey, what's up? But yeah, I would like to have seen a triple threat match with those three. I'm probably going to end the stream in a minute, because I do have videos I want to record, such as I might do a commentary on a movie. I don't know what movie. I was thinking of doing like maybe Ben 10. Not a popular one, I know. Or maybe I'll do a horror movie, maybe Friday the 13th, one of those movies. I don't know which one. I was going to review most of those. I will review All Hallows Eve with, the clown art and Terrifier for sure. Because apparently Terrifier is, or Terrifier 2 is going up next year, which sucks balls. Because I thought we had a deal. You said it would come out this Halloween, and then you decide, no, you know what? Since we're gonna do some, what was it, photography or scene photography or whatever, and then we'll release it sometime early next year. So, I mean, December is right around the corner a little bit, so I guess that's fine. At the same time, that trailer to Terrifier 2, I would recommend anybody, if you're a fan of the first movie, I recommend you check the trailer for Terrifier 2. Check that trailer out. It's awesome. I'm excited for it. The only thing I hope it doesn't have is a downbeat ending. Because I hate those in most of these horror movies. Oh, it's a horror movie. It's supposed to end in depressing. Not really, because you think about it, all the classic, Elm Street, Jason, Michael Myers. Well, maybe not. The fourth one kind of ends, and the fifth one kind of not really depressing, but you can tell at least Jamie's still alive, and the other characters are still alive. And I can sort of let that go, because sometimes I do not mind a whole everybody dies at the end, or somebody's possessed, and then or they disappear forever. I don't mind that sometimes, but when it's in like every single, it seems, horror movie nowadays, it starts to, make me angry and mad and annoyed, and it's like, how about I just watch a better movie with a better ending as well? Even the Jeepers Creepers movies are, well, somewhat decent. I'll say decent endings. But yeah, Sasha Banks, she defends her title. I guess. Oh, everybody was all, yes, yes, yes. She won. She defeated Bailey and kept her title. Yes. Like, okay. I mean, I get it. Her title runs or whatever are joke status are joke, and that's why everybody's so happy that she won her first go around at defending the title. Okay. To me, it's like, I don't really care the fact that she won. The most likely, okay, I'll be more impressed if she can keep that title for at least, I don't want to say 5 pay-per-views, but I'll say, give me 3 pay-per-views that she'll retain. Such as, what, isn't TLC after Survivor Series? And then whatever else. And, I mean, if she's going to drop it at WrestleMania, that's really bull. I would rather her go, past Bailey and actually silence critics instead of just all of a sudden, oh, she retained this one time against Bailey, her first title defense, and she silenced all the critics. Not really. I'm a critic. I'm critiquing that, and I'm saying that doesn't count for anything. To me, it doesn't, because it's like, okay, she won one, title run or match or rematch, whatever, or she defended her title in one match. Okay, big deal. Give me, again, 3 pay-per-views that she retains, and maybe I'll be more comfortable with her being champion. Because right now I'm not really Karen right now that she's, I'm happy for her, but at the same time, it's like, Vince and what he's doing with women's matches and whatever. So I don't know what future holds or that. I don't know what they'll do tomorrow night for when. If anything, please do something interesting with Alexa and Fiend, and please don't put them on Funhouse. Please, please, I am begging you, Vince, do not put another stupid Funhouse on Raw. Please, do not. If anybody likes that, that's cool. If they like the Funhouse, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. I will just not watch. Well, I'll watch it, but only if she's on there. But yeah, nothing really much to say. I guess nothing else really much to talk about. So I guess I do hope it maybe. Well, is it too early for Alexa to go back in the ring? I mean, if she's going to be wrestling Nikki Cross, then I would rather pass. Most likely, let alone, her new persona, and what is she going to wear? Like, I hope it's something creepy and all black. Why don't she wear? Well, that was kind of not really. That was more of an Undertaker tribute photo shoot. I don't know. She could have wore something like that, but upgraded a little bit. Or then there's some people are even speculating, like, should she wear a mask, and, like Bray Wyatt does, or the Fiend? I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like half of her face can be covered. Do like a Fan of the Opera or whatever, Two-Face. But yeah, I don't know about that. If anybody has, okay, so if anybody would like to request any videos such as reaction reviews, movie commentaries, whatever, links are down below to my PayPal or Patreon. Although I would say try to message me on here first about it, and then go there or join the. I don't know how that. I still don't know really how Patreon works much because I haven't had any way to use it yet or join. So I'm still learning how to use it. So I also have a BitChute channel if anybody is interested. I haven't posted much really on there at all. I mean, I have videos on there, but nothing recent. I do have to get back to that. But it's like BitChute takes a freaking long time to upload. There's certain videos, like, that's ridiculous. But yeah, till next time, take care, and we will talk or again, or listen again, or review, whatever. But yeah, peace and love. This would end